today we will be showing you everything that you didn't know about Mist Survival 0.5 before they even had 0.6 out. This is everything that you forgot that you could have done and probably wanted to do, but it wouldn't work. And the things I found how to have it work, so you don't have to worry about. I'm doing it again. So, we're in the Old West town on 0.5. I finally got it now, the version to work. They said I think they fixed something, so I think it'll be able to run all the time, finally. So if you want to switch to 0.5 and you want to do that thing that you wanted to do but it just didn't work, and you probably didn't know, it was actually something you could have done, but you just never did it, and probably gave up too fast. Well, we'll show you that keycard area that blocks you off, but there is a way you can get over that. There is a way you don't need to worry about it. Let's go over to this side. I think it's where the keycard door is. Or no. No, it's in here. Yeah. So you want to go in here, go up here. Here's the door. So, since there's like invisible wall, you know that you thought it was gonna work, and you just like, okay, guess that doesn't work. You want to go out, but the real thing is, you just did that all for nothing. Got upset because, fun fact, you just have to get close, like keep walking on that door, hitting W while pressing crouch. Keep hitting W all the time when you do the crouch. See, look, I'm pressing W. And then crouch, keep holding W, crouch, and you just jump over that part. It's simple. For the people that didn't know that, well, you can try it now. I think they fixed 0.5 where you can now run it. So, you can try it. That was something that you probably didn't notice. The other thing Mist did that I think they've been working on this thing also, but usually I thought they would stop working on. I think they're still working on this, trying to still get this map to actually get in 0.6, because they've been wanting that, because it wasn't able to. So they've been adding things like from 0.6 since they stopped the connected map, but this map is actually still from 0.6. So before in the game, you had actually not right click to modify. It was way different. You had to actually go here. I don't think it was like that before. But I remember you just had to put it in here. But remember, it never worked and you couldn't do it. Well, since when the map was connected, I didn't even know it was actually on the same thing, which is why it probably broke. You can actually still do the modify thing the way it is in 0.6, which you probably didn't know in 0.5 after the connected map was gone. So, that's something new, that you probably didn't know. And the other thing you probably didn't know is that, that the place here is not laggy anymore like it used to be. It's not laggy anymore. They fixed it while they were doing the new version. So all the stuff that you guys were upset, they finally fixed. You could have just trying to change the version. Probably people didn't know that you could have changed the version. I didn't know once I started Mist. Remember that time when I started that Mist Survival, it was like glitch. Why there was another version? Because I said it was the same. I meant that that I was on the version with the connected map, but I just never went here because I didn't go here. I knew it was laggy until 0.6. After 0.6.2, it stopped working, but apparently, after the connected map, there's probably broken things in this game that was still corrupting the game. I believe why it wasn't working. There's a wolf. A lot of these animals do not, like, look at you that much and will start chasing you. That's something I noticed that's fixed. That's like the 0.6. It's not like they look at you right away and then do it. But you have to actually make eye contact. That's new. Yeah. So, That's something that probably didn't know, that now since 0.6 you could have actually changed the version. You go to properties, right click on dev test. If you don't have 0.5.2, just type in old build underscore, old underscore build underscore 0.5.2. Yeah, I'll show you what it looks like so you can get on this beta, and you want to try your thing that you never got to work, but now it was working, but you never knew that you could have switched versions. The other thing that you didn't know about, that the BRI place is now not there, and the factory is not there. It's basically, there's pitfalls there, because a lot of people were also playing this version just like me, even though 0.6 was out. Some people don't even know you could do that. I noticed a lot of people hate 0.6, so if you want to go back to this map, it was still there, you just never knew. So yeah. And since they removed 0.6 with the connected map on this, a lot of the weapons from 0.6 are not here anymore. I believe they will continue updating this map, just trying to still get this to work and hopefully get this on 0.5. But I think they're still updating this too. Probably why we don't get updates quite often, because they just don't have enough time. Mostly I think they might be working on this more, just to try to get this to probably try to work, but they've been trying to like disintegrate grass, try to see if it'll work. I think a lot of this stuff is, everything on this map I think is corrupted, why it's not working on 0.5. I think they were trying to do it during 0.6.2 and why it was stopped running, but I think they just gave up until someone messaged that they knew this information, because I think they must have been formerly a worker on this game. So yeah, a lot of things you didn't know. And a lot of things you probably didn't know. A lot of people in 0.5 never use this menu. I saw no one knew it until 0.6, because 0.6 they showed it only on the dev thing. They only showed it on the thing when the 0.6 was still in beta until the full release. They showed how to do it, but no one even knew how to do it until they said it. So apparently it was probably a secret, but until someone probably knew how to do it, probably got shown, and they just were like, okay, whatever. That's something you probably never knew that was in 0.5. Because I saw a lot of videos of people playing 0.5, even people that use it even in 0.6, but didn't use it in 0.5, probably didn't even know it was actually even on this version. It is. Because look. Yep. Same old stuff. Things that have been like grass being like removed, some grass. The tunnel on the west town is removed. It's basically a fall through the map thing now. So yeah. And I'll show you the town. Nothing has been changed. The barn in the community places actually removed one of their tables that used to be like, there used to be a chair and a table, I remember, but just probably removing it just since they wanted to try getting this into 0.5. I think they're still trying to get this to work. Maybe that's why they removed it out of the map from 0.6, because it was probably corrupted. So I think they're trying to still get it. We got news that this engine is now finally in UE5, but they're still gonna try to figure out how to get it on 0.6, which I think is maybe coming up on the map, possibly in a future update. That's why they probably removed it. And a lot of that stuff that was floating in the air is gone, because a lot of stuff that was left from the connected map was removed. Yeah. Yep. That's why the new zone was added, because they couldn't do this map. That's probably why they did that. If this was gonna work, then I don't think they would have done that new zone. Well, they would have. That was actually gonna be part of this map too. But until they like try to get this to work on UE5, I believe the zone 1, the one with the big cedar thing. This was always supposed to be in this map if they were able to get this to work. I think that's what they're trying to do, because you know, the BRI was actually, if no one didn't notice, the BRI is up in that area. And it's not there, it's basically gone. And it's all invisible, apparently. And yeah, a lot of the stuff that was prototype is all gone. Trying to get this stuff, I think, to get in 0.6.2. That's why that BRI place in the 0.6 is there. And there was a one from 0.5 that was, I think that was, this was map was in the 0.61, but it was a prototype version with the factory. The factory is gone, because I think it was their own on dev test. I don't know if Mr. Survival, that code, Mr. Survival 99, I think was this map with the connected one. Why it doesn't work anymore, because it's corrupted. But yeah, I might try it just to see if it'll work, since they got this map maybe to function, I don't know. But yeah, a lot of things that you didn't know about 0.5 that was now working after the update with 0.6. Yeah, I think it's finally working. It's a lot smoother, so I think I noticed that that's new, so I'm hoping that it will be able to run all the time. So I think people can finally get on this map more and try things that they didn't know that was being fixed. Still on here. Yeah. I don't think that was ever there. I don't know, because that was only... Because why would they have two modified? See, I think that's what I'm thinking. That they're still doing stuff on this map, trying to still get it to work. But, you know this item, this thing, that you can't even... I don't know why it never works. It stopped working until this map came out. I don't know why. It must have been a corrupted item too, just like I think that's why you can't take out your if you hit E, it just disappears. I think, yeah. Some things you didn't know about 0.5. Thing you didn't know about 0.6. The herbs do not work. That is also corrupted. Some of these items had been taken out of the 0.6 when they knew it was a corrupted thing. A lot of those things don't work in 0.6 because it's corrupted, I believe. This is why. So yeah, if you didn't know about this stuff, well, now you know. Because a lot of fix-up stuff in the loot crush caused all these issues in 0.5. Why 0.5 was the most buggiest game version I heard. So yeah, it's been experiencing a lot of bugs. They're trying to still fix. This is why it's been corrupted. They're still trying to get it. I think this is what's supposed to be in 0.6 because when they had BRI, it was all supposed to be in that map. So they're just trying to like use other maps for prototypes. I think Zone 01 with the town area is I think gonna be just prototype for now. I don't think that's gonna be what it's gonna look like for the real version, for the other version. So yeah, because like I said, they're trying to revamp 0.4. But this is why they were trying to get this map for 0.6, but it was just corrupted, so don't get me wrong, I think they're trying to get this to get in, because now since it's now finally running, I hope they might figure out the way to do it, and hope it'll come back. But yeah, this might be things that you probably didn't know, it might come out. You never know. They just stopped working after 0.6.2, which I'm guessing this might be things that I'm talking about could be real. This could actually be an update for 0.6, future updates. This might be real. Yeah, well, thanks guys so much for watching. Have a great day. I'll see you in the video. Signing off, subscribe.